And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Higgins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, Higgins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Higgins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Haywood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Higgins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Higgins. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to number 39. A gain of 13
Hold on
yards.
a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Higgins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14. Rams.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Blackwell. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the Rams at 12-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Blackwell.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blackwell. This one caught by Davis.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Blackwell. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Saints first
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Higgins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
His kick is
extra
good.
Point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Blackwell.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have
only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Blackwell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
To throw on second down, Blackwell. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Back to throw. Higgins. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it with Andrews. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain all those 40 yards here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Higgins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
But it brings up 4th down.
Blue check, Smith red, check pink, switch yellow, opposite, green, check white.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be first down, Saints.
New Orleans.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Higgins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Knox slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Blackwell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Steps away. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
On fourth down, Blackwell. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Los Angeles,
they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them, now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big.
Touchdown, Rams! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
It's second and inches.
Second down and inches. And he completes it to Cohen. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
45-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, You're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
At the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Rams 14.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Or they run the option on 2nd down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Blackwell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Rams are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on 1st down. Blackwell. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The second down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Alexander. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Second and 11 at the 41. Off play action. Blackwell. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 4. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to. If they're going to get back into this game, it hasn't been the greatest of 1st halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A 54-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we come.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
38-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Blackwell. Touchdown, Rams.
Gabriel Davis.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Number 86. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47.
2nd and 2.
Line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Cohen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
To number 42. A gain of 5. First down, Cowboys.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kick is
Extra
good.
point by York is up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing to start the drive, Blackwell.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 44.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander.
And he is going to have the Rams' 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
Back now here on EA Sports.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On the move to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete to Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Barkley, inside handoff. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
27.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.